Hello and welcome back to Friday Book Chats. As you can see, this is homecoming week, so this is the homecoming edition of our Friday Chats. So I'm going to talk about a few football books and some other sports books and just some junior high kind of realistic fiction. First one is called The Walk On, and this book is by John Feinstein, who writes a lot of sports books, but this one is about Alex Myers, and he's a quarterback, and it's clear that Alex has the best arm on the team. He's the best athlete. But Matt is the quarterback because Matt's dad is the coach. And Matt has the loyalty of his coach, his dad. Well, Matt gets injured and Alex has the chance to kind of make a name for him. And he helps win a key game to keep the team's bid for the state championship alive. But as soon as kind of Alex is on top of the world a little bit, steroids are found in his bag. And Alex knows that he's not taking steroids. He didn't do it. Somebody must be some kind of mistake. Or is somebody wanting to sabotage him? So there's a little bit of mystery in this book, lots of sports action. This one is a very good one. And this is book one of the Triple Threat series that follows Alex. The next book, this is one of my favorite authors, Carl Deuker, and this one is Payback Time. And this is a story, it's about Mitch, who doesn't play sports, but rather he works for the school newspaper. And he's wanting to be this big shot newspaper writer, but he's disappointed when he gets appointed to be the sports editor. So he's out watching the football team, and he notices this kid named Angel, who had just moved to the high school. He appears to be one of the best athletes out there, but he's not playing. He's just always on the sidelines. And he wants to know why. So he goes and interviews the coach, and the coach kind of just tells him, "Oh, find a different story. Nothing's going on with Angel." And that's kind of mysterious. Well, Mitch knows there's more to it. So Mitch decides to use his skills to investigate why Angel is not getting much playing time while having the great abilities. And the more he gets into that story, kind of the deeper, darker the story gets. Next book is Pop. This is by Gordon Korman. He's a beloved author, but this is his kind of one of his sports books. Marcus moves to a new town, and he doesn't know anybody, but he loves football, and football tryouts are coming up soon, so he's out in the park and he's kicking the ball around, and there's this older man that is kind of just walking around the edge of the park, and the football goes to him, and the older man just chucks the ball back at him, and they get to start talking, and he kind of likes this old guy. It's real nice to him. He's kind of a prankster. Well, come to find out that this old man's name is Charlie, and he used to be an NFL linebacker. And so as the days go on, Marcus and Charlie kind of get together at the park to practice football. Skip forward a couple weeks, Marcus begins high school, and he meets the starting quarterback on the team. And it happens to be Troy Popovich, Charlie's son. And right from the beginning, Marcus and Troy do not get along. They don't agree about football, about girls, and especially what is best for Charlie. And Marcus is going to do everything in his power to help out Charlie, no matter what. So just a good story, but also with some good football action as well. This book, I love that there are more books being written about girls' sports. This is about a 14-year-old girl named Savvy, who is 6'2", and she's obsessed with basketball. She's good at basketball. And she, even though she's tall and she's good around the rim, she doesn't have a whole lot of weight on her, not a lot of muscle. And so a lot of her coaches are kind of pressuring her to get a little bit more muscle, to not be pushed around so much. Meanwhile, her older sister, Callie, is a cheerleader. And she, as her body is changing, she's getting a bit more weight on her, and she can no longer be a flyer on the cheerleading team. And she's getting some pressure from her coaches as well. And this book deals with some of those steroids, the pills that kind of can give a boost to athletes that aren't so great. So check that one out. And the last book, this is one of my very favorite books of all time, Drums, Girls, and Dangerous Pie. And this isn't a sports book, but it's just a great book about middle school. It's about a kid named Steven who has a totally normal life. He loves drums, loves playing in the all-star jazz band. He's got a crush on one of the cute girls in school. And he's got this annoying 5-year-old brother, Jeffrey. But then Jeffrey's diagnosed with leukemia. And Steven's world is turned upside down. And he's forced to deal with his brother's illness. And his parents are kind of falling apart. And it's up to Steven to kind of hold the family together as well as hold his life together. This is funny. It's just a great story that you will love. So as always, come see me down in the library if you're ever looking for a good book. Enjoy.